time for your TLC Hiking Club monthly vid clip, folks. Here we go. So yesterday, Browns Peak, thank you to all 30 of you who attended that fantastic, marvelous hike. And scoop is, if you didn't know, Browns Peak is the summit of Four Peaks, which is the summit of Maricopa County. Four Peaks, if you've heard in discussion, if you lived here for any duration of time, you've heard people murmur the word Four Peaks, and those are the Four Peaks that sit near the eastern part of the valley, and in the wintertime they're usually covered by snow, and you know they're always on the news that Four Peaks is covered by snow, yada yada yada. Anyhow, so the trek itself is pretty sketchy, and putting it in perspective of Picket Post Mountain or Flatiron, it is more sketchier of a hike than those two hikes, but I don't know if it's more difficult, but it is definitely more sketchier, and the fear factor certainly is presented. And so those talus chutes, I mean, those two talus chutes that we all went up, certainly is where the fear factor is at. Some class 3 climbs, I think 1 or 2 parts that's a class 4 climb, and the beauty up there, the Ponderosa pines, and the thick vegetation. The 30, 35 degrees cooler. I think it was 68 degrees at the trailhead. Made it a fantastic day with friends and what have you. My second time up there, folks, I don't know if I'm going to be going back. If I do, it's going to be a long time in the future. Logistically, it's just a nightmare. It's 18 miles of dirt road each way. And you've got ATVs and motorcycles and all those types of folks that are out there camping along that road. I don't like it, to be honest with you. It's just different, a whole different concept. If you ever been to Crown King, for example, Crown King is 27 miles of dirt road, but on that dirt road you can cruise pretty fast without the danger of hitting curves and drop-offs on the cliff and ATVs and motorcycles, etc., etc. So it's a little different. It's a pain in the rear end to get back there, but the hike, 5 out of 5 stars. There's no question about it. Fantastic, beautiful hike. Thank you again for all those who attended. Moving on, let's talk about next month, Bisbee, the Bisbee 1000. And again, logistically, why would you want to leave Phoenix at 2 o'clock in the morning so you can get to Bisbee? So the majority of us that are going are making a weekend trip down in Bisbee. We have the Bisbee 1000 stair climb, which ends up being about a 5.5 mile race. It's not a 5K. And then we have the Iceman Challenge and the Beer Festival. So it's going to be a fantastic weekend amongst friends, and definitely looking forward to that. Prior to that, 2 weeks prior to that, I am running a training session, South Mountain on the Ahwatukee side, 11-mile hike, trail run, fast-paced hike. More than welcome to come out to that. Even if you are not going to the Bisbee event, please come out and join us for an 11-mile trek. Hopefully the weather should be cooler or getting cooler early morning that time of the year. And looking forward yet, because most people maybe can't make that Bisbee 1000 weekend for a number of reasons. But looking at November, if you take a look at November, folks, it's loaded with awesome hikes already. You got Laura, who's leading the Superstition Ridgeline hike. You got Renee, who's leading Picket Post hike. And then I'm leading #1 rated urban hike in the Phoenix area, the Pearl Charles Memorial Trail. And we're taking it well over to the western ridgeline of North Mountain, which is rarely traveled. So hang on. It's going to be an awesome November. Also, moving forward, if you've heard of the buzzwords, the Ultra Day Hike Series, the 5-part Ultra Day Hike Series, that's already on the calendar. The majority of them are on anyhow for next summer. So for those of you who want to take your fitness to a new level, a higher level, Here is your chance. We are taking the whole entire club, the fitness of the club, the dynamic of the club to a completely different level, and we're doing some of the most extreme, hardest day hikes. Again, I don't want to offend people here because those that are campers that do 2- and 3-day journeys, that's a completely different category. We are taking some of these 2- or 3-day journeys and turning them into 1-day ultra day hikes, much like a rim to rim or a rim to rim to rim or the half dome in Yosemite, much like that. But we're doing 5 of them next summer. Why are they scheduled now? For a number of reasons. Lotteries, permits that are going to be coming up sooner than you realize to try to get permits for next summer. Scheduling time off of work, monetarily speaking, so you can save for it. Physically, so you can begin to train for this 6 months ahead of time. 22 miles at 10,000 feet in elevation gain is no joke. You better be training several months before that event takes place, or you might be getting helicoptered out of there or turning back on your journey quite early. Check it out. It's on the meetup site. Any questions or concerns, get a hold of me. The next video update I'll probably be coming out with will be after the Bisbee event. Again, thanks to all those who attended Browns Peak yesterday. I'm going to go watch some football after this, folks. I wanted to get this out. And so make it a great day and a productive week to you all. And we'll see you on the trails real soon. Peace. We out.